We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
Hey guys, yeah, 2 o'clock, couple hours left on a Thursday afternoon. That's turning into a pretty impressive one. Back to the upside right across the board. Not only individual stocks having quite the afternoon. Here's how the market's shaping up. Green board, top to bottom here. Pretty nice to see. 0.64 for the S&P, 0.13 for the Dow there. All three of the Russell 123,000 variations in positive territory as well. It's been about tech all day. 1.3 for the composite, 1.4 now for the big ones. NASDAQ 100. To the upside we go. To the upside we go in a big way over here. For Coinbase, just took out highs. We're all the way to 98 almost on this note. If you missed it early on, just as we actually went off the air there at 11 o'clock, this came out. XRP winning a class action suit that will allow them to proceed with their ongoing court case and law case that will basically. This has essentially said it's not a stock, it's not a equity, but we'll talk about that a little bit coming up here as we continue to watch some other, actually just in my right monitor here, some other crypto-related stocks popping up. Overall, it was about inflation once again this morning as we came in at 8:30. Yesterday we get CPI better than expected. This morning it's PPI better than expected as well. Producer prices also heading in the right direction. That had futures higher, that had individual names higher in the tech group specifically. We'll talk about a few here, but we were touching on Meta on a positive note from TD Cowen this morning, Walt Disney as well on that Bob Iger news this morning. Carvana starting to get going as well, despite JP Morgan coming out with a $10 price target and a downgrade today for CVNA. We'll get to that in a sec, but let's talk Meta here to kick things off. This afternoon, guys, as we keep an eye on coin, we keep an eye on Bitcoin, 31,000 coming into play, all cryptocurrencies to the upside here this afternoon.
All right. Guess who's back? We are back.
We are back.
Welcome, Max. Welcome, everybody else, to the afternoon show, in which crypto. I tweeted out, like, I have no idea what I'm doing when these stocks start to squeeze like that because I'm always trying to catch the tops. And unfortunately today, $100 for Coinbase coming in pretty hot and heavy right now. We are long in NVIDIA. You can see some of the positions there. And you're long Carvana and Amazon. It's not on the board yet. We'll put those on the board as soon as you take a fill. That'll be what's up there. But yeah, so far so good, man. It's been a good day here. Welcome to the show. And, you know, hit the like, hit the subscribe, yada, yada, yada. We were pretty patient. We just tweeted this out right now that we finally got that 450 break. We didn't take it the first time. We let it come back in. Did come back in a little bit too much there and went down to 449.75. Was actually waiting for a 75 fill. It went to 80. Didn't get that. Now we start to go back up to the upside. Let's see where we go here. I'm waiting at this top to get a piece out, but you know what? Nah. Let's see if it goes a little bit higher than that as the NASDAQ's trying to break out higher as well. So right now we got back into the dollar trade club with this NVIDIA trade right now. Shopify still on board as well, as that was the break earlier on this morning, 67.50. We still have this, waiting to get, we already have the top of the day, but waiting to see if we can do that again. And then what I told you we'd have all day, we still do. That is Affirm on that 17 break, still have that long and watching out for that. But the stock that we're red on today, you know, we have two red stocks today. It's Carvana and Coinbase. And both are very, very similar trading style. I said to Max, I'd be down a lot more, if I don't have this out right there, back to 94. So this is when it was actually cracking down lower. We were short, lost. We had some ins and outs there. This is the problem. And I was saying this to Max, is that when you get out of these squeeze stock names, you always have almost your full default, or you've averaged into it. So when you get punched out, it kind of takes away some of the profits. We were back and forth till eventually we caught it on the downside there. These are short 95s. That out right there is 93.50. I wish we had it all out, and then we wait to get back out for flat again. And that's kind of the problem with Coinbase today for me, as it just continues to go up. I have never an idea on how to do this because I'm always trying to go counter trend, but I've looked at this 50 period now. It bounces off every single time since this move has happened. So I think maybe that's something to look for if we're going to bounce off anything again, 96.50. So only trying to look long now as there goes NVIDIA here. God. Right back up to the high of the day. Wow, Carvana is really mooning right now, Max. Let's go over to Max's screen. Oh, we're supposed to be talking about Meta. Hey, what's up, Meta? The only name I haven't traded today, Meta.
Yeah, we were talking about Meta when we were off. That exact same setup that happened yesterday on the 300 on Meta happens on 310 today gives you exactly 310.30, whatever, same price basically as 310 there. You bid 30 cents higher or 50 cents, whatever you get, and it gives you that $5 move just like yesterday. But my eyes are on Carvana right now. The squeeze is back on. I thought it would take 1 to 2 days for this one to get going again. No, it decides to go again today. So we're now up on the day on Carvana. That's kind of insane. Shorts, I guess, covering now. I am trying not to touch my my keyboard right now, just trying to hold this for potentially a 40 break incoming very quickly here on Carvana. But I guess we have that on the list, so we'll talk about it in a minute.
I guess we can go back to Brendan, but I just saw right now Fed's Bullard stepping down. So some news there. Anyways, back over to Brendo.
Yeah, I don't think he's not a voting member at this point. So we'll touch on that a little bit. But overall, the market not really caring about that. Was having a look at Delta here, guys. We were talking about earnings pre-market. This thing gives it all back, goes negative, and then now we're heading back to the upside. So trying to get back to 49. 50 was a problem in the pre-market, ends up being the line in the sand for Delta. If you missed it, though, better than expected results. They even raised their forecast, full year forecast at that for Delta. Had the entire airline group higher this morning.
You know, I would trade airlines, but I'm a flight risk. Okay, 2,000 right now for Ethereum right now getting taken out. So there's a big level for ETH coming in again. Bitcoin taking up 31.3 right now as that's starting to go. Big time upside right now in the crypto space. But yeah, look at NVIDIA go as well, man. Ching, right there as NVIDIA is now $1.50 in the money, as well as Shopify. Okay, Delta Airlines, look, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I know anything about this. Delta going to the upside right now today. Obviously, we saw where it was in the pre-market, up to $50. Whenever you're at a key level like that, you got to be weary of it. That's where we ticked up to. We dropped all the way to 47.20, trying to get back upside right now. So, I mean, again, you're going to look at the daily chart. I have some of these stocks are insane, the movements that we've seen here. Like, where is the red days here? I mean, today won't be red, even though it looks like it's a red candle. That will fill out green. And then, as long as it stays up, you're up 1.5%. Yesterday, it dipped down. But since then, man, straight to the upside. Again, I'm not going to pretend to say that I think airlines are a good investment, because I don't. I mean, they're up and down. Don't mean these jokes. Like, there's not even a joke. But anyways, you know, keeps on going. I always said that if you're going to be safe about it, why not just take the Jets ETF? We've talked about this at $16 and $17. Now, obviously, it's way up as well. I mean, we just talked about this, honestly, like a month and a half ago when we were down here. And we talked about this break right there. That's why we know those prices. So straight to the upside. The travel sector is really super hot. I mean, I don't have to tell anybody about CCL. I know that's a heavily traded name as well, as that's 18, still trying to fly as well. So, yeah, man, crypto going. And look what happens when crypto goes. Cha-ching. Boom right now, as we'll fire off the hot dog cannon. Look at NVIDIA go. I mean, I love your Carvana trade. It's all good, baby. But right now, this is $2.50 in the money, and there it goes, man. Carvana also doing damage on the other side of that. Any comments on Delta there?
Yeah, I wanted that 50 break on that DAL. I don't think it came in today. Pre-market, I guess. It just wicked it, so it didn't come in today. I don't know. Not great on Delta Airlines, I guess, on the initial move there. Conference call comes at 10 o'clock, as Brendo told us, and then we, rally all the way back up. Well, halfway back up, actually. So, kind of not the greatest move here on Delta. Maybe if we gap up tomorrow, seeing that $50 again, then something to put on for tomorrow's trade. But yeah, no trades on this one for me today. Just muted kind of move there on that Delta earnings.
If you guys want, Coinbase approaching $100 even currently. So let me know if you want to jump over to that, and we can certainly do that. If you missed it this morning, though, JP Morgan with the downgrade on CVNA. Clearly, no one cares. They went to underweight, $10 price target, but are we still at day highs here for CVNA, or approaching it anyway? Nice look here for coin, though, guys. 100 coming into play.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. If I could only somehow put these stocks into my toolbox, so you better watch out now. Yeah, Coinbase, oh my. I don't know, man. I'm just happy for everybody that's long Coinbase, to be completely honest with you. I mean, this name just keeps on going to the upside. And again, congratulations, anybody that's been on this one. I have no idea what's going on here. It's going to be my worst stock. And it's not like we just made more on NVIDIA right there than we lost all through this. But, you know, $100 coming into play, 99.99. Who knows, man? I've been shorting this thing the whole way up, and you know, if you are going to make a stand, I guess it's going to be at $100. We're not going to be able to zoom down here to, well, whoa, okay, well, there was some size there at 100, but it's going to fill up once it gets closer. So we'll see who's there. I think it will be fun. Brendan's right to at least look at this and near that $100 mark. I mean, I could put a short. Maybe I could put a short on right now for 50 cents, see if you get it back down to 99, maybe 98. You get a good retracement off that $100 level. But why would any of this stop? I mean, here's a big finger right here to boom. That's Ethereum right now starting to go up to the upside, as is Bitcoin 31.3. And let's just have a quick look here. I mean, we'll continue to watch. Okay, now, okay. All right, now we're getting serious. I'm going to miss this because I don't have my stop orders out or anything like that. But here we go, 99.50, 99. I mean, this is starting to go. Change default. Like, I don't need thousands of shares here when this breaks, because this is going to be a little bit of a tricky one to go. So we can continue to watch this, or, I mean, Max, you got Carvana. This will give me enough time to set up my order here. But
I got this coin breakout ready to go as well. $100, very key level on Coinbase. We'll see if we get a little short squeeze above this. I'm thinking we can get to like 101.50-ish. I'm not thinking that we're getting to 105 today, but there's enough time left in the market that if this breakout really works, that we could get to, you know, 105, 107. I mean, we put in a crazy move today. The short interest is very high on Coinbase. Well,
oh, you're on it.
It's high on Coinbase, so it's 23% or something like that. You got to imagine intraday shorts are going to stop out above $100. Maybe they're going to try to add to the position at $100. That seems crazy, but yeah, just in, we get out if it doesn't work. So giving it a second. Does Coinbase make a new high over 128 cents?
Is that where it went to, 28?
Yeah, it went to 28.
Good, I'm glad I got 20s. What a fuck. What price did you get?
15s.
Okay, good. All right, so I don't feel so bad. Not good. I mean, I wish it was $1 higher, but we did have that stop order issue talking about that. So 4 or 5 pennies different on that. All right, Max and I just sitting here watching this trade. Thanks, Brendan, for bringing this up, by the way. Yeah, it broke, and now it's going right straight downside. Okay, so I feel like, switch it up, Ramin, there. Okay, or at least on my screen, maybe, if you want. Okay, so there it is. Thank you so much. $99. I've got 99 problems, and right now Coinbase is one, to be quite frank with you.
It's getting rebid right to that, right to those 90s. Looks like it might want to break the 100.
Is this the teal? Let's go. Teal's 98.30. That's the 21-period moving average on Sir Coinbase, and it's obviously it's going to start moving up. I feel like a 99 break is where we get out.
There we go. All right, new high of day.
I feel this. I'm feeling this. This is the problem with breakout stocks, man, is I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to put an order a little bit higher. If I think that 99 is roughly going to be the stop, you know, let's go 1-to-1, right? I mean, is that reasonable on these breakout stocks, or do we need higher, or should we scalp this out around 100? I mean, there's lots of different opportunities here to trade Coinbase, and I mean, there it is. So now this might be the, I was gonna say that might be the official blowout rate there of a few accounts as it takes out 100 and hangs out now above there. Brokers on the phone right now saying, hey, buddy, you got to liquidate your position. What do you want us to do? And they are saying liquidate. So let's get up here through $100. No idea where this thing can go from here, but Coinbase just continues to be super strong. And there it is on the daily chart. I mean, here, look at this. Bang! What's up to Kathy Wood, man? Aunt Kathy better get me that nice Christmas present this year. A lot of her names straight up to the upside right now. I believe they were selling Coinbase the other day, but who knows? They probably still got a decent sized position. As there goes Coinbase. No idea why my chart's not loading up. We will find higher levels for everybody here on Coinbase as we return to the high of the day for us. And there it goes. Let's see where it stops at. I'm around that 101 to get out of a piece, and then we always want to try to hold something. As NVIDIA right now as well is starting to rip up as we are now in the
Coinbase.
Yeah, the 250 club right now for NVIDIA as that is going. And here goes Coinbase. We're in the 80s,
101
baby.
incoming. Here we go.
Booyaka
Coinbase
shot. Right
ripping
there. Nice
to the
move,
upside.
man. Let's go, Max. This is what we're talking about, man. Max, we've got Max here. We've got me here. We've got Brendan at the desk. Hey, Brendan, you started this whole thing, man. And he brought up Coinbase, and there it is right there. We throw shade when it goes under 100, but then we give the credit when it goes over. So life of a trader, of course. Here it goes, 101, baby. Let's
All
go.
right.
This is what we're talking about. The Max is here. We're here. This is trading. This is Trader TV Live. We're happy to be here. Good job, Max. Let's go. Let's prop this up. This is what we're talking about. It's trading. We love it. Welcome to the jungle, guys. We've got fun and games, Brendo.
Tons of room to go still for Coinbase as well. I did actually read that note again. Kathy Wood selling 2 days ago at 52-week highs, but not everything. So she is still holding a little bit. I saw a note on this one as well. Rivian just popping up here. There was a 250% increase in month-over-month sales in California. So didn't do anything, but heads up on that. I'll drag this over quickly too and show you. There was a big pop on oil. This is crude oil. There was I think it was Libya, an oil field in Libya that's going to be shut down due to protests. So lack of supply causing a bit of a pop right now in crude oil, back to the upside as well. Let's continue along here. That was the CVNA note that we were talking about there. You guys covered that a little bit. Let's touch on BABA if you want to. Tesla as well, bottom of the board there. Alibaba ends up being a bit of a tricky trade today. There was more incentive and funding talks coming from Chinese regulators overnight.
Alibaba did not. I didn't trade Alibaba today. Did you get any Alibaba fills? I was not looking at that one at all.
Well, let's just go over it. I mean, we got to do the rundown a little bit right here. Yeah, look, Alibaba. I mean, we've talked about this being along through that $100 mark at some point. I feel like it wants that level. So if you like Alibaba, you've been really well rewarded over the last little while. What up to Shakib if you're there in the chat? I haven't seen that guy in a minute, but just quickly here before we go back over Alibaba, let me just go over Coinbase because it did just fall down. There's the profit at 101. We got 101.85 or something like that. $100.85 or. I'll give you to you exactly what we got. 85, yeah, okay. So we get the 85, dipping back down. We said we'd trust the teal, but not only are we trusting the teal, I'm not going to be averaging into this. Let's just see if it goes. This has been the problem for me, right, is that we get out, then it comes back in, you average into it, and then it goes down, and then what you've really done is doubled your position or something like that, and then it goes down to your extreme level, and when you lose, you actually wind up losing double what you made there because you have double the shares. So that's not something that I'm going to want to do on this, especially when it's sort of moving around like this. We're just going to wait for a 99 break, and then what I'm using here is just simple math. I could do simple math. And that is that if the most we got on this was $1, I'm not going to hold this more than $1 against me. So let's just go 1-to-1 on these crazy stocks because if we're right, then it shouldn't matter the ratio. It should just continue to go, and then we'll deal with our winners when they come. But right now, Coinbase is falling back down. I'm going to take. Like I said, it's not a great stock. This is my biggest red stock. That last print helped for sure, but now that I'm holding this against me, we're giving basically that print back, right? So here it comes right down. Looks like we're going to break 99 to that downside, and that's kind of sucky for that. One stock that's been a great stock has been NEO off $10. It is still around there, so if there is some love that people have for Chinese names, I feel like there is something that you could maybe do here for, what is happening there? For NIO, sorry about that, I was looking at something over there. $10, good mark there. We did have a nice dip down, made up to that 11.20, and there it is, 10.75 as a low. What's this market doing? Okay, so the market is trying to pull back a little bit, which is what's giving me those feels. So, all right, NEO, Alibaba, I really like all these names. Pinduoduo has been another good one, Baidu. The thing about Alibaba is, because it's a Chinese name, they're not getting the love that they probably should. I mean, Alibaba with its PE is super low. We felt the same way about, I'll check it out in a minute on trade ideas, but felt the same way about Facebook and Meta when it got crushed down, right? Remember, AI is going to play a part no matter what country you're in. So Alibaba is going to have that, and it's going to continue to go higher. We just saw an amazing day for Prime, right? So Singles Day is Alibaba's day. We're going to see what happens when that comes through. Probably another record breaker for them as well. So I still say you stay long Alibaba, especially if you do like, do we get out of coin? No, especially if you do like that retail sector.
Yeah, Alibaba did eventually break that 95 today, right? So does stick above, but I don't know. I just didn't have the feel on it. We talked about it pre-market that I just want to see it breaking 100. So yeah, no trade on that, but the trend up continues on this name, and still looking bullish on that Alibaba chart. So 100 break, I may be taking next week on that name.
All right, let's touch on Tesla here. Trying to get back to, speaking of session highs, Tesla was a little bit, I mean, there was a gap, but it wasn't a lot in the pre-market this morning. This was one of the headlines we were talking about. $1,600, or the equivalent of $1,670 electric quad bike. This is the image that a lot of people have been circulating today. I don't know, it looks a little AI generated, but I mean, it looks kind of cool. For this quad bike. It's only going to be sold in China, but I think they should reconsider that because it looks kind of cool. Anyways, here's Tesla, guys, back to day highs. Yeah, rundown brought to you by Trade Ideas, real-time scanning and alerting used on the desk by everyone you see on the show. See what's moving in the moment. Check out the QR code, bottom right corner of the screen, guys. Take advantage of this if you haven't. Great deal, 20% off. TraderTV20. Shout out to our friends over at Trade Ideas.
All right, yeah, thanks to everybody there at Trade Ideas. I use Trade Ideas all the time here on the show, so make sure you grab, whoops, that's my Trade Ideas ID. You don't need to see that. Where is the, okay, now that I talk about it, I can't find it. I was gonna try to find the short interest little thing that we have here. Here it is right here. We wanted to see exactly, I'm gonna look up Tesla here because we haven't done that in a minute. TSLA, I don't think there's very much short interest on this name at all. Yeah, 3.5%, so nothing going on there, but look what Brendan's talking about. We are starting to take out the high of the day, which Coinbase is now back into dollar club action right there. But there goes Tesla. We wrote down today, no, we did not. It was Tesla yesterday, 272 or so. And then there it is today coming into play again here for Tesla. So great bottom picking available there on Tesla. I still like the name. Max and I looked at each other this morning and was like, what's up with Tesla? Because I feel like it should be breaking higher. I love the stories here on Tesla. More companies, more vehicles using their charging stations. We really like that as a possible flow through for them. And then the truck getting all the hype as well, the Cybertruck. We've again talked about that. So I really think that we need to go on that one. But oh my gosh, we are now in the $3 club there. Do you have NVIDIA as well, by the way?
No. I
Max,
got
what the
stopped
hell's wrong
out.
with you, Max?
I took NVIDIA, I got stopped out. I took it again, got stopped out again. So 2 times, that's enough for me.
2 times.
That's enough for me on that name.
Max, go ahead, yeah.
That Tesla 275 looks like it was, actually no, that was not the greatest today. Oh my God, Coinbase. Wow. Yeah, I figured Tesla 275 off the open today would have been a nice trade. It ends up giving you a decent trade there, 275. Oh, I guess 90 cents on the midday. That's pretty nice for a Tesla breakout there. But continues, so maybe we are getting that 280 break soon as that Coinbase just keeps going. 102 now.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. The squeeze is on in every sector. It seems all of these, anything with short interest is going crazy. What's Beyond Meat doing right now? Maybe that one's going nuts.
Oh, that's a nothing burger.
Yeah, nothing burger on Beyond Meat until we're breaking that 1850, in my opinion. Yeah, so I did get stopped out of Carvana below that 38 price. Looks like it rebid, but I don't know. That was a decent trade. I probably should have taken more out of Carvana above that. Up here, I only took like half of what I had out. I don't think I didn't take this ad out, so I lost on this ad, which is probably not the best way to manage that one. Should have won something on the ad there at $38. But yeah, Carvana continuing the squeeze. Maybe we get a 40 break this afternoon, which could be a little nuts. And yeah, NVIDIA just taking out the highs. Damn.
I feel like I've leveled up my trading with Max over here. So we're going to be having Neil back next week. Wow, there it goes. There goes Coinbase right now. See you later. Adios,
Coinbase.
amigos. Right there, back up to the upside. We talked about being very, very patient. I actually tweeted something out just recently about being patient. You can go find that at Trader TV Sean. And it was just one of these things. We obviously have the humbling experience up there about day trading, but it's just right into here, man. You gotta be patient. And someone said in the chat the other day, go find me. Wow, I have 10,000 tweets. What the hell's wrong with me? Yeah, we talked about that the other day. about patience is a virtue, and someone put in the chat they didn't realize what exactly that meant until they started trading, because if you're going to get jumpy about your trades, back and forth, overly emotional, I mean, it's a completely different story. We're on the show, we're trying to get excited, we're showing you trades that are sometimes breaking out and runners like this, so it's very easy to get excited when we're in these trades, but trading really is more about picking your levels, making sure that you're calm, making sure that you have, you know, the right strategies and pegged out and things like that. So, you know, being patient, waiting for things to happen seems to be the right way to go about this. And we're back in the golden days of trading, man. I mean, people were like, oh my, I can't, you know, where was I in 2020 when all these things were breaking out and all that kind of stuff? And I wish those days would return. Well, hey, wish no more. I mean, we're getting a lot of these moves. Now, these aren't halting like GameStop or AMC, and there was a lot of opportunity to get completely destroyed on those halts as well if you're in on that, right? And so it does go both ways, but here goes Coinbase. I feel silly not getting anything out at 102 again, so this is me. Hey, it's me. I'm the anti-hero. You know where that's from?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, good. Of course you know about Taylor Swift, right? Mobb Deep, no way, but Taylor Swift for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Coinbase. Oh, no, that's right. I had a 104 out right there. Is 102 the right exit here?
This is feeling like a short squeeze. I mean,
really?
I mean, like this, but like a real. Every dip gets bought up on 1 minute candles here. I don't know. I mean, if we take out this 102.50 high, the next stop is 103.50, and then I was looking at the daily. We got like 112, which is not going to happen today.
112? All right, maybe I'm canceling this 101.
That's not going to happen today, but like that's basically the next stop here, this 112. We got gap fill all the way if we take out this 103.50 area. I mean, there's really just nothing on the chart. I don't know.
Ooh-wee.
I don't know what else to say about this. This is a straight up squeeze. Gap fill is just to the moon on Coinbase today. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I don't want to take any more out.
Yeah. I am in the Swiftie closet with Max. I love Taylor Swift as well. I mean, I got kids, but Taylor Swift is the bomb. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so I got out. I didn't get out of everything. Obviously, you can still see I'm in that, but I just took a 102 right there. I can't. Like, it's not in me to sit there and moon these stocks. So, I mean, I still think $2 is good enough, man. That's 2% right there clean. I mean, if you're talking about doing that percentage stuff, that's 2% in 15 minutes. You know, that's not bad. I don't look at it like that. I'm just saying that's a nice move for Coinbase. Obviously, it's a nice move. I mean, if we started the longs down here where we were short, I mean, come on. You know, we'd be one of these again right now. But it's a nice upside move as we continue to go. Some heat coming out of Affirm a little bit there. Again, you know, we have Affirm down there. The nice trade, upside, stopped at 18. Let's see if it breaks it one more time. I'm going to be there for that. Shopify is still going. NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA was, you know, that monster up to 453, but as long as this market is still what we're doing right now, up on that island, it's still all the way up. I mean, we just took out day's high again right here at 15.6 and then just kept on going, stopping finally at 15.690. Maybe that 15.700 is a play. But if we go back, I mean, you're not too far away on the NASDAQ at all. And, you know, it was an island earlier today. Now it's starting to turn out to be like a mountain as it just climbs, and trying to get back to the highs for where the NASDAQ's been at, right? Here's a weekly chart. What was it, 16.8, 16? Yeah, there it is right there, 16.8, right? So we're almost back, 16.812. So right back into that area, and you're now not far away from getting right back to COVID levels there, COVID high level. The COVID low is right here, 6,700, wow. Can you believe that, Max? Like that went down to 7,000 on the NASDAQ.
Yeah.
Right?
What
ripped from 7,000 to 17,000, then came back into 11, boom, right back to 16. So, wow, great, about half. So for Fibonacci, that's half about retracement back in, and then straight up, man, what a monster this NASDAQ has been, fueled by, of course, names like Meta and Apple and Netflix and basically all the names, and then, of course, NVIDIA, that's been hitting the highs as well. What up with your Carvana, my guy?
Carvana, I got stopped out. So,
okay.
Yeah, nothing on that. I don't really have any trades left on that one. This did work out, but did not get enough out up here. Well, I think I think I was getting long Coinbase while this was all happening. So, you know, a little distracted on that one, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I think possibly the squeeze is done for today. This feels like the intraday short's getting squeezed out, and then we'll see if we gap up tomorrow for,
no, look at that candle wick.
for any potential further squeeze. My Amazon, I'm gonna have to manage this one eventually. I was AMZN, there you go, on NASDAQ. I have this 133 price. It's now 133.30. I have this ad left, some of this ad left. I was thinking that we could get the 135 break, but now we double topped on that 134.50 area. So I got to stop out if we take out VWAP 133.70 area, I guess. Maybe this consolidation here. So maybe I'll set the stop on 49 there. And if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. I kind of thought that this one would just trend and continue going. Get this wick out of the way. There we go. But we still are making a higher low if we bounce from this 134 right now. So I guess trend kind of broken when we take this out. We'll see what happens on this one. The Coinbase I have trailed to $100 even. Going to lose on the last piece if I do get stopped out of that. But I'm thinking, you know, trust the teal here, see if we can rebid right away and blast back through that 101.5. This has been squeezing all day. I don't want to get rid of it too early if that squeeze is going to continue. But I got, I don't know, a decent amount out. Looks like we got some reserves on the offer that are getting broken, so lots of buying that's happening right now. 101.30 is kind of the breakout price at the moment, which was this high after the breakout there. But yeah, we'll see what happens on this one. I don't know. Coinbase is absolutely insane right now. So I'm just trying to stay in it just in case something crazy continues to happen. Kind of wish I tried again on that 95 somewhere to get this long into 100. But yeah, I mean, wildest stock on the day potentially, Coinbase. Nvidia too, maybe wildest stock on the day. I don't know. I would say Coinbase probably the craziest one today.
Oh yeah, it's not even,
yeah,
in my opinion anyways.
Because that blasted off right here at 11:30 in the midday, just blasts off from $84, and we were looking at it. Like Prad was talking about it, we were sitting here and basically did nothing with it. That 90 break was clean, never looked back. The 90 break gives you $12. That's insane. Insane.
I feel like it definitely is getting slower. I mean, it's not rocket science to try to figure this out. I mean, the market is finally starting to pull back a little bit in crypto. And again, I mean, what was awarded here was, oh, hold on a second. Look at Ripple, right? I mean, again, as some judge came out and basically called it not a security, I guess, to be treated in the same way as securities, as so they're a tokenized asset class, I guess. So I'm gonna have to, before I speak too much about it, there's so many people out there that are so in love with crypto. This would be an awesome opportunity to get Natalie Brunell back on. I mean, she's probably busy and doing all of her stuff right now. But I mean, we just bought Cardano at 26 cents. It's at 35 cents. Sheesh. So that's a big move right there. That's about 30% or so in Cardano. You can see just in the last 24 hours, 20% there. Look at Ripple. Like, why is Cardano up 20%? I don't know. I'm glad to be owning that for sure. Hut 8 must be going absolutely insane right now. These are all the coins that personally, I don't own all of them, but you know, enough of these, I mean, not really, I guess, but there are specific ones. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, I own all those. Cardano, I've owned Ripple. I've been talking about owning these things from like 2017, 2018. Like, it's not, obviously we own some of them from the bottom. We bought some at worse prices, so on and so forth. So it's hard for me to balance out the crypto portfolio, but we're still holding on. Solana as well, huge move up, 37%, 31% in the last 7 days. It's better to look at the last 7 days maybe because Bitcoin's been sleeping, so we'll see if that can get going. Ethereum today. Just to look at the last 24 hours, obviously you're gonna get some nice movements. Look at Stellar Lumens, that's a great stock as well. These are all, so what a lot of these stocks that I feel like are moving up are money transfer stocks. So you can transfer through Ripple. Like it's lightning quick, lightning fast network, and you can get through a lot in a little bit of time with very few fees. So I know that's also true for Stellar. I believe IBM was working with Stellar as well. So that's where Ripple was working with Western Union and a few other companies, but Stellar working with IBM and others as well. So I know that that's a pretty good one right there. Some other ones, I don't know. There's a 3 times. Oh, that's inactive now. The 3x long Cardano. That's how much of a degen I was looking at the 3x long right there. But anyways, crypto just continues to make that move, and there goes Coinbase again. Just tested, Max. Did you buy any down there? Just retested a hundy flat and up $1 from there. $100.85 goes Coinbase. What goes up must come down, but hey, not today, Max. These names look like they're still going higher and higher and higher. Why
that is what Obi was talking about on the midday, right? I'm waiting for the backside. That won't be today, I think is exactly what he said.
Well, no, but then he was talking. That's why I kind of called him out on that.
Yeah.
Because we always say that we're going to wait for the backside of a trade. But what does that even mean? Like, it's wait for it to go up and then pull back. There's been lots of pullbacks in Coinbase. Does that mean 102 is it, right? And it's not. Obi's right. You have to wait for those pullbacks. But like I did, right? So there's a move up, right? There's the pullback. You get out, then you get blasted out when it takes it again, right? Is this a pullback right there? So you're waiting for 92. Okay, good job. It goes down to 91.50, then blasts even higher again. Is that the pullback? All right, 94 goes down to 92, then takes it out again, right? So if you're willing to scalp these, then I do feel like you can wait for some kind of exhaustion. We just got out at 102, then it comes back in, then that's the trade. But you're never going to be able to pick up the top, which is why I was trying to work around it with Obi and trying to say like, okay, it's a great point. Neil's the one that says that all the time, and I could talk to him about it, but you know. There's the volume rate here coming in. So all I said to Obi was maybe we wait for an extreme volume spike. To tell when one thing is over versus the other. Because unless you're just going to hold this the whole day, and this is the unique thing about Max, myself, Obi, Prad, Neil, anybody that's on the show, we're on a prop floor, so we actually have to exit all of our trades at 4 o'clock or 4:01 or 4:02 or something like that. But we do have to be out around 4 o'clock. So that's pretty important. The idea is we don't hold anything overnight. Obviously, if something's liquid, you can get out in the aftermarket. But you know that's what we're talking about. So to sit there and say like I want to dump Coinbase at this point, I don't know. Might just be worth holding for the rest of the day. My target is, we talked about this, look at the 50 period going upside. I'm just going to try to use this as the area to get out. So right there, that was our first bid. We actually got out of our short there for $2. That was good. Now we can just use this again. So that's $99.50. Let's go.
That makes sense.
Wow.
There we go.
There's the tick again.
All right.
There it is. Nice upside move on Coinbase. So yeah, man, we be jamming today. Oh yeah, and by the way, I don't know if they did this on the main show, but just quickly, I have to keep doing this. It is now in the contract that I wrote. Now, people always want to know what is exactly for lunch. So let's go back over there and we'll talk about what was for lunch today. Max, did you say chicken?
Someone definitely said chicken.
All right, wow, you won. You win again. Today's meal, which is pretty good. I showed the salad. We actually had ham Subway sandwich. Not Subway is what I'm talking about. What do you?
Deli ham.
Awesome.
Exactly. So pieces of deli ham in there on the salad, but I stole a little piece of chicken as well. You got to get that protein, you know what I'm saying? So today's lunch, let's do that again. I like that lunch. Let's do that one more time because I feel like we missed it. Late lunchtime. You can have late lunches. All right. Herb grilled chicken with mixed bean and vegetable rice salad. What'd you have?
I had a pulled pork sandwich.
Man, this guy always is winning. Gates of hell for this guy.
Yeah. Smoked a little pork over the weekend, so you know.
Homemade?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't know you had those skills.
I got all the skills, Sean.
Awesome.
No wonder I like this guy. All right. I remember when it was one time, where was it? Neil was taking a day off, and we normally have Arun to fill in. And I actually, you probably don't even know this story. I said, let me just ask Max. So I'm gonna, you know, want to sit here with Max. I feel like we do some good shows. Put in the chat. You like it when Max and I are here together? Save $15 on Canadian Tire oil change. Just got that text. Yeah, and I was like, nah, let's roll with Max. You know, a little busier trader. Shout out to Arun as well. I hope he's doing well. We'll have to have him back on one day as well. But and I think you've really. I'm not going to get emotional here or anything like that. It's not about that. But I think you've grown a lot, honestly. I said to Obi that he had a great show before, but I think that you know, you're leveling that up as well. So congratulations on that. Not that that's worth congratulating about, but I know that everybody in the chat definitely likes you. So there we go. That's great. So thank you for all the support, Max, and thank you for the support on the show. And if you can do anything, do this.
Hola, like and subscribe today.
Look at NVIDIA. Hit that like. Let's show some love for Max. If you're watching the show, hit the like. I want to set a like record right now, at least for this week. So let's hit that right now. There we go. Lots of ones, lots of clapping hands for you, Max. So let's get going on that one. And that's very important because this is my last week of the show.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you are going to have to. I'm taking. It's like LeBron James, taking my talents to South Beach, and I'll be there for a while. No. We're just chilling out. So, all right, let's go, man. Oh, the professor's on holiday. People asking about where the professor is. I think the professor and Max are bang up as well. The professor is in either Hawaii or California, but he's somewhere on the West Coast. We know that much for right now. Maybe I'll email him and see what's going on, grab one of those pictures. But look at NVIDIA right now. 450, 350.
Wow.
Hopefully you guys, not only are we putting on a good show, but I think that we give some good information. It's watchlist.tradertv.live. You can grab all of that early. You can also go over to my Twitter account, and whoopsies, and we have right here today, where is it? There it is right here. Today's sticky note, we talked all about NVIDIA, or that's yesterday's sticky note, okay. But we talked all about NVIDIA, 350 break. There it is right now, 450 break. There's the 450 break, nice upside move coming into play again. So there it goes, man. Pretty happy with this trading today, and I hope you guys are happy with the show that's going on. Yeah, what else do you want to talk about? Meta, Shopify going. Give us the goods, Max. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm just watching this Coinbase. It kind of, I don't know, it's slowed down, but it's still going up. So is there another squeeze in this? I don't know. I got no offers. I'm just going to watch to see where it goes. I got my 99.99 stop in. Go and find it if you want, whatever. I got my profit out on this one. So I think
oh, yeah, that's right.
I made back what I lost. No, I did not make everything back yet that I lost on that original 95 trade, but looking like we are going to after this one, if we just take out 102 one more time. Yeah, Amazon kind of doing nothing. I'm really reluctant to get out of Amazon. I really don't want to get out of this trade. I think that we can still trend if we do buy up this dip and get back above 134.20. Clearly done with the 133s today. I think, I mean, I don't know. We definitely broke trend here, so got to be careful of that. I'm going to stop out below, I think I have a 79 stop out there. So if we make another new low here, I'll just get out. But I'd like to see these highs again. Probably should have gotten a piece out here. You know, I'm long everything at the same time. Can't really watch this Amazon, which I kind of had as like an intraday swing kind of scenario. Yeah, I don't know. NVIDIA taking out highs again, like that's brutal that I'm not long that stock.
You're not in Shopify anymore, are you? No.
Shopify, I accidentally got myself out. I tried to set a 69.30 stop, and I set the stop to 6,930. So it just instantly got me out when I hit enter.
Why?
Because it's trading below that, and I'm long.
Your stop was $6,000, so it shouldn't have got you out until it got to 6,000. You must have put.
No, because it was a flatten. So like, if you use a flatten, then anytime you're long.
Yeah. So flatten when it gets to $6,000. So
it's flatten when it gets below $6,000.
Ah.
And it was trading below $6,000.
Got it, Roger. I don't use that key, so okay. So I use almost the opposite. I use a stop order that says when it hits this level, then do it.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah. Don't you hate when that happens? I did that the other day. I got out of something and then I got right back in. I think it was I think it was Meta or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, and we got back in. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was low on energy at that point, and I'm like, you know what, screw it. Maybe that was for the best.
Yes.
But clearly not. It does end up taking out that 70 again, and I got stopped out in the low of the range. So, you know, that's too bad. Got stopped out right here at whatever that was, 69.60. I was along like 55 or something, but whatever on that one.
What's up, Ahmed? Yeah, shout out to Ahmed right here. Thank you so much for. Is this Emirate dollars? I don't know, $10. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much for the super chat, regardless of what it is. PayPal to 75. What? Wow. Okay. Oh man. Yeah. About PayPal. Wow. This is This is a move that I was not expecting. I mean, a lot of people wrote PayPal off for dead, and including myself. I actually still own the stock. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't own every single tech stock under the sun, because I pretty much do. And PayPal does qualify for that. It's been disastrous. I haven't bought any more all the way down here. My last buy, I don't even know. It was probably around, I'll double check this after we get off the air or something, but I'll double check my PayPal price. PayPal was my stock of the year for 2020, and that went up 2 or 3x from 100 to 300 or something like that. Crazy move for PayPal. Does it have the the juice to get back into these levels? Probably not. But again, remember, with PayPal earnings, when are their earnings? I'm going to have a little sneaky play for all of you guys on PayPal, and that is AI. And I know it's not like, oh, sneaky AI, right? But who's talking about that right now? It's not PayPal, it's Square maybe, but I just wonder if PayPal comes out. Where's their report coming? August 2nd? Okay, so you still got 3 weeks to go. But I'm just wondering about that, right? No one's short on this name. Obviously, they're making money. They got a PE right there. It's not even that, I mean, it's high at 30, but nowhere near where it's been in the past. And then all this news now with crypto starting to go a little bit. I could see PayPal getting back into some stuff. And then the other part about what I was getting with AI is kind of like the same thing with SoFi, Square, any of these banks. If you can know your customer just that much better and target products for them, like I just bought my kid because of who. Man, I spend too much money on my kids, but just got some shoes from them with Foot Locker, and I actually used PayPal to check out, because you know why? Something was up with the Foot Locker app. If anybody from Foot Locker is watching this, it wouldn't let me put my address in. It kept saying like, no. And I was like, what? I even selected Apple Pay. It was like, no. And that's the problem with PayPal. I first went to my credit card. Address just wouldn't populate. I don't know what was going on with it. It kept saying invalid. And then I went to Apple Pay. Same thing. So then I clicked on PayPal, and it went right through immediately with my right address, because it was stored on the PayPal, which I don't understand. I think there might have been a glitch with Foot Locker, but I think that's the problem with PayPal. There's just too many options. You're an Apple guy, right? Yeah, I see your iPhone over there. So Google also has Google Pay. So a lot of that is available as well when you're checking out. So it's just a matter of which button are you going to hit, right? And the more that PayPal, Square, Google, Apple, every single commerce platform can understand more about how you're executing your payments, not your trades, the more that they have advantageous to shareholders, and hopefully to share price, as Coinbase, again, still hovering around that 101. We are going to go to Frank Caberna in a minute. Shopify, let's just review some trades, man. And before we do that, we got to hit our favorite thing. I know Frank likes this. We are now, because these young guys like Frank, they're always probably to the club and everything like that. So there it is right there, as I can see Frank laughing in the background, so that's good. But anyways, we got Shopify $250 in the money. We've got Nvidia $4 in the money right now and ripping higher. We've got Affirm. We've got Coinbase $1 in the money. We took $1 on Google. Like, look at this Google trade this morning. Look at this price we have, $120.50. Are you kidding me? So we got out at $123.250. Wow, we should have held it out there. And then guess what? Then we shorted this, took some more money on the short, and now we're still short upside there on Google as well. That's our out. That's not a short. That's our last out. The problem was I had a short waiting, so it coded it as a short, which is incorrect. That's my out there at 124 off of a 120.50 long. So that was 350 in the money. Then we took $1 back off this 125 back into 124. Let's see if Google can hold it out. All right, anything you want to review before we go to Frank?
I was just watching Tesla go through 278. Like, what a miss on this one, too. That 277 breaking, 276.5. Like, Wow, Tesla. All right. So 280 incoming tomorrow, I guess, well, maybe today if this market keeps going absolutely insane. And then NVIDIA at 4.
I want to know what's going to stop this market.
I don't know.
Right now, we know what the Fed's going to do. That's been pretty obvious. And I guess the only thing that's going to stop it is earnings, our earnings.
Yeah, and
because the banks could throw some shade on that. I'm sure Frank's going to talk about that in just 1 minute, though. All right, quickly, super chat, and then we're going to go right away to Brendan. Happy birthday to Luca. Is it actually Luca's birthday?
It is not.
Oh, you know, okay. It is not Luca's birthday, says Max. So there it is right there. It's been a Lambo day for me. So we're going to do this. Is that Frank in that Lambo? No, that's Max. Okay, good. Right there. So there we go. It's a nice upside move. Thank you so much for the $10 long this. I hope you are long everything because today is a banger of a day. All right, over to the big desk. Thanks for waiting, guys. It's Brendo.
And Mr. Caverna is with us, as always, on a Thursday afternoon. We'll touch on what happened back on Tuesday and this morning a little bit here, Frank. I was sitting here waiting to come on with you, and I was trying to come up with a way to express the excitement without sounding too celebratory because, hey, we finally have a 4 handle on core inflation. So there's that. We were discussing 5 as maybe a wall in the, like a line in the sand, but ends up being not the case. 4.8, better than expected.
An unbelievable injection into foreign exchange markets. I know that that might not be the first place that everybody wants to go, but we're seeing unbelievable price action off of this inflationary number, similar to stocks to the upside, US dollar to the downside. But yeah, let's talk about this number here to start. Lower than expected by 0.2 of a percentage point here. First time we've printed below 5% in more than a year. The core inflation, yeah, looking a lot better than maybe even Powell expected a couple of weeks ago. You and I have pointed out multiple times in the last week or two since he spoke. I believe it was at a European conference. Worried about the core inflation piece. This is going to be a 6-month, a 1 year, a 2-year journey to lower that inflation. Now sitting at 4.8%. I mean, it'll be really interesting to see what he has to say at the July meeting. Still pricing in that 25 basis point hike, but interest rates are falling off a cliff here in the last couple of days. US dollar falling off a cliff. Stocks are loving it, especially NVIDIA and Google and these big tech names. Unbelievable price action that we're seeing coming off of this number as they continue to digest what it's crazy, Brennan, because yeah, on one level, it feels good from a consumer standpoint. If you've got dollars in your pocket and you're looking to spend them in the US, hopefully they're going to be more meaningful in the future here as we print now below 5%. And I think the standard will be in the 4 handle and down to 3, maybe by the end of the year, by the early part of next year. But your dollars as they're being priced abroad are absolutely getting spanked right now. And so 2 sides to this story here, a lot of volatility, a lot of price action across every major asset class. I don't know where you want to start.
Touch on rates and the dollar specifically. I was highlighting that May low on the dollar index, the DXY specifically, and then the February low was kind of around that 101 area. We're through that and then some over the past couple of days here. We saw this chart, the 2-year, going back to Tuesday when we last spoke, and there was a question mark in this 4.8 box, but this trend now well intact, and downtrend is what I'm speaking of as far as which way things are headed. As you mentioned, finally, 4 handle here, 4.8% on core inflation. But yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since the US dollar has seen this kind of weakness versus virtually every other currency, which is also a rare occurrence.
Yeah, this really is feeling like a U.S. story here. And that all being said, you know better than anyone, Brendan, how these things can zig and zag. The inflationary numbers that come out of the Euro area and Australia and Canada and the UK in the next month will be very, very relevant. But yeah, sticking with the U.S., the chances of that second rate hike being more than cut in half in the last week, down to 15% chance now of that second rate hike. They're still pricing in the 25 bips to get up to 5.25, 5.5 here at the Fed funds rate. But you're seeing this inversion that was really kind of the next 2 years versus the rest of the yield curve. So the next 2 years versus 2 years and beyond, 2 to 30 years, essentially. That inversion now is really coming in to the point where 2-year interest rates, you just showed the chart, down to, I can't update it fast enough for you here today because rates continue to plumb the lows. 2-year interest rates now down to close to 4.5%. Still the market expecting that short-term overnight rate that the Fed sets will get up to 5.25%. But we're starting to see a little bit of what we saw back in March, Brendan, where are they going to hike in the short term only to cut 6 to 12 months out and normalize around 4%, which is where 10 and 30-year rates have been pretty much this whole time. Will 2 years now come down to that 4%? With the idea that the Fed will cut down to 4% in the next 6 to 12 months. Just a lot of action in interest rates, some steepening between that 2-year and 10-year and 30-year, but some greater flattening, some inverting, if you will, between where the Fed's going to go with the overnight rate and where treasuries are in the next 6 to 24 months.
A couple things to highlight here, and I want to make it clear that chart that we just saw, the CME Fed funds tool there, that's December. So we're going all the way out to the end of the year here, December. 60% chance we'll still, at that point, as you mentioned, still be at essentially where we are or where we're going to be as of a couple of weeks out from today. So as you said, the market kind of pricing in that maybe that's going to be the last one.
And great that you, thank you so much for pointing that out. I get ahead of myself. Obviously here, the odds have shifted from that right part of the graphic to the left part of the graphic, essentially telling you that the market still, majority of it sees us getting to that 5.25%, which would be another 25 basis point hike. But those odds that have come out of the right-hand side there, which would be a second rate hike, that 36% going down to 15%, that 20 percentage points have now gone into the rate cut camp by the end of the year, as essentially nothing is lost, obviously, in these relationships, in these markets, but the odds shifting wildly over the last 48 hours or so from we're going to hike one more time and maybe a second time by the end of the year to we're going to hike just this one more time and stay there, to now today edging towards we're going to hike one more time and maybe cut by the end of the year. So some huge shifts in the interest rate asset class.
I'm very, I hate to say it, but I'm very excited to hear what Mr. Powell has to say coming up here in a couple of weeks when he takes to the microphone, because no doubt he will be asked whether or not there is a cut on the table before the end of the year. And of course, he's going to say, not a chance. It's not even something we're talking about. So, I mean, the market hasn't bought it this entire time. It's still clearly not buying this talk. But I think it's important to go back and remind people that, you know, we're speaking of that difference between, you know, where the overnight rate is, as you said, and where inflation actually stands. And they want to maintain that buffer.
And also keep in mind that he's very, very calculated, and he really subscribes to this kind of planting the seed with markets and then building. He might come out and say, we're not looking at an interest rate cut in the next 6 months, let alone the next year. But if he comes out and says that inflation is heading in the right direction and it feels better than we thought it did a month or two ago, that's really planting the seed for we might normalize rates in the next 6 months. He doesn't like to, and the Fed has been really, from my standpoint, good about not shocking markets, not giving everybody too much to chew on at one point. If he just comes out and says, hey, inflation's better than we thought it was, that might be planting the seed for bringing interest rates off of 5% in the next 6 to 12 months and normalizing them around 4%, where longer term rates have been this whole time. And you can see the fallout here in US dollar as the market is absolutely thinking that rates are not only not going to get much higher than where they currently are, but in the future, likely to fall as this US dollar multi-year lows against euro, pound, and especially the Swiss franc. If you want to see something wild, absolute annihilation against the Swiss franc here following this lower inflationary number. And it's been a nonstop ride. Like I say, I can't update these numbers fast enough. It was, 90 cents against the Swiss franc. Then it was 88, broke 86 for the first time since 2015 here today against that Swiss franc, as US dollar absolutely not loving this inflation number.
Looking forward hats on, I guess. What stops the bleeding here? I mean, there's obviously still work to do when it comes to what the Fed is attempting to do, get us back to 2%. But as we said, yes, 4.8 is obviously way better than where we were. 3-ish, is that not a good sign, or is that still too high? I guess that's, two ways to look at the overall situation here, though. But what stops the bleeding when it comes to the US dollar?
This is why Forex markets are absolutely beautiful, beautiful markets, in that there's so many different pairs and nuances and things going on, not only in the US. Like essentially what has happened so far is the US piece of it. What happens in Switzerland in the next 30 days? What happens in the Eurozone? What happens in the UK? They're going to come out with inflationary numbers. And if their inflationary numbers beat expectations by more than 0.2 of a percentage point, these markets are going to turn around. I mean, I can't, of course, guarantee that, but that's the historical trend, and why trading in those markets, you see so much mean reversion all the time. Is inflation spiked in 2022. US started to hike interest rates faster than the Eurozone, faster than the UK. And that's why we saw the US dollar go to parity and beyond against the euro. We saw 20-year lows in the pound. We saw 30-year lows for the Japanese yen. All these things turning around as US inflation now is lowering faster than those other global economies. If they come out and report lower than expected inflation, then a lot of this US dollar downside that we're seeing could reverse here. So I'm really, really interested to see not only what Fed Chair Powell has to say at the end of the month, but where the rest of these global powers report inflation. Is this just the US got ahead of it and UK inflation is still popping off, going crazy? If so, then US dollar might see some more downside. But if they're turning around in inflation, they don't have to hike interest rates very much higher, then that could undo a lot of this price action.
Which, as we said, definitely benefiting the stock market and tech stocks specifically right across the board. I mean, as we sit here right now, both the S&P and NASDAQ at day highs, 1.5% again today for the NASDAQ. More to come on this ever-developing story. It's always a pleasure, always great conversation. Senior Content Strategist at IGN Chicago, Frank Caberna, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brennan.
Man, we got to get Frank on more often, man. I mean, these stocks, as soon as he came on, these stocks started blasting up there right now because, of course, everybody watches Trader TV Live, and including everybody out there as well. So thank you so much to Frank for coming on and spending another part of his day with us here today. It's been absolutely insane for some of that dollar strength or weakness, I guess, coming in. And if you have to spend some US dollars outside of the country, it's going to be a little bit expensive. Right in time for me to go to Rome, so that's fantastic. But no, NVIDIA right now says, wow, 456. I mean, we hit the dollar club, right? Does somebody say $6 club somewhere right now? This is $6 damn in the money right now for NVIDIA, straight fire to the upside. This is these are some of the best markets I've seen, period. Now, I've seen 2008. I mean, you can't go wrong right now. I mean, the long is not wrong. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of liquidity in a lot of these different names. And not only that, there's some follow through now. Like Coinbase got the story today. The story about crypto is out there. So Coinbase today ripping. Shopify breaking day levels. Boom to the upside. Google, the same thing. We're breaking through 121. Boom, up to 125. Meta, we're not even talking about Meta. Meta breaking 3 bills, straight up. I mean, Meta today hasn't been that great, but anyways, Meta, nice mover. Like, I don't want it. It's like that GOAT discussion, you know, like who's the greatest of all time in any sport? What's the greatest market opportunity that there's ever been for day traders? It probably does go back to 2020, but you know, this has been an absolutely incredible ride. We got out of Coinbase and right back in, and now it's $2 again as Coinbase takes it out again to the high side right now. So, like,
This is insane.
this is absolutely insane. Like, we took out, so we were holding like maybe 20% or so left, because we basically almost got out of 50 and 50% there. We were holding a little bit of something left. We got taken out, and then we just got right back in, and then it just blasted. I actually forgot that we had that order. I was watching NVIDIA, and then when I got out of Coinbase, I was like, nah. We're getting right back into that, because it was only at $100. So there we go. We got right back in, and now it's a $2 winner right on the back end of that trade. Remember we were saying about, like, you want the backside of the trade? Okay, well, where was that? 102? Well, now is it? Where's it? 105? But there it goes, still up to the upside right now.
Baby,
as it just keeps on going, man. $2 in the money. $2 in the money Coinbase, $6 in the money NVIDIA, $2.50 in the money on Shopify, and Google's making its way back up as well. So we're almost out of Google. We only have 20% of this one left, 20, 40, 60, 80 coming back into play. So, all right, we'll talk about what the trades that Max has on when we get back from Brendan and happening now.
Brought to you by Hui's, a digital insurance platform in China chosen by insurance giants for its broad market access and expertise in customization, enabling them to reach a wider audience and offer specialized solutions. Watching Coinbase here, if you missed it during lunchtime, we got this note. Yeah, guess what? Ripple is not a security, according to this U.S. judge. I did actually reach out to our friend Natalie Burnell before we came back on at 2 o'clock, but she's vacationing in Europe right now, so good for her. Here's a few other things we were watching throughout the day today. If you were with us in the pre-market this morning, we had Meta on the board, TD Cowen with an upgrade to outperform this morning. Tesla, close to a deal to set up shop in India officially on the manufacturing side and on the sales side of things. The model they were talking about that they're going to sell in India would start at a relative price of $24,000 US, which is crazy. So we should maybe get a $24,000 US Tesla here as well. Delta, otherwise, the other one that's now, guys, back to basically session lows. They're coming into session lows. Just went red again. Delta rolling over at this point, guys.
AMD is trying to take out this level as well. Yeah, we'll watch out for Delta. We've talked about that coming through. Oh, we have this. So here comes Delta. Yeah, Delta's dropping some money down lately for Delta. All right, Max. We said we'd talk about. I know. I will throw it over to you at some point. Right now, I just want to go over AMD. It's Max coming up in 1 second. AMD right now trying to take out that high right here of 115.34. I don't know, man. I'd rather focus my troubles on NVIDIA right now, but we're at the highest spot we've been at all day, man. Max, great to have you here. What are some trades that you've got on? Wow, look at Coinbase.
Yeah,
oh
we got
God.
this Coinbase. So how about $3.50 in the money on this Coinbase position? I talked about 103.50 being the last stop. So if we take out this this high of day, next stop 112 on Coinbase. I don't know. I ended up stopping out of, I think I had like a third left. I stopped out below 100, then it rebids above 100. I get double that back in, so take like 60% of what I had on the original trade. And I think this one's better than the first one. So yeah, just chilling in the money. Got half of this position out on Coinbase, $3 in the money, waiting for it to take out 104. This is looking like it is not going to stop today. So just going to stay long until the close on this one. Still have Amazon. Amazon hasn't stopped me out. I took a little bit of profit at 134.20. Looks like if it holds this, now I guess the stop is 133.89 instead of 133.79. So I will adjust that in a moment here. Still looking for this to take out high of day. Market is ridiculous. 15.7 on NASDAQ is where we stop for now. I don't think anybody guessed this is where we were going today, but you know, glad that we're here. Oh, and here goes Amazon. So the volume pouring into this one now. We just get into positions and watch the profits pour in. I guess I don't know what else to do here, but selling seems like the wrong call right now when you're long. I don't know. Carvana back above that 38, but I think 40 break would be the next trade that I take on Carvana. People continuously in the chat saying Carvana moving up, but it's like, I mean, when you got Coinbase doing $3.50 off of your price, I mean, is Carvana all that exciting? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so Carvana, 38.50, the key price from yesterday is now holding to the upside. I think you could structure a breakout on that and then add on 40, but what's going on over there?
No, I don't know what to do. Like, I mean, like I'm sitting here thinking, I mean, Max, we got 350 in the money on Coinbase right now.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just sitting here being like, wow, I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe 103, like what I'm looking for is I'm trying to find out areas to get out of this. You know what? 103. I'm gonna take that out if it goes down to 103 because you know what? We could just regroup this thing, right? So let's go here. I'll do it right in front of everybody. I don't care. All right, 102. 74. Okay, we are loaded. We're not reloaded. We're loaded on our stop order right there. Let's see if it can come out right now. I mean, I know the midday show was a little, you know, there was some back and forth trading there on Coinbase, on NVIDIA and things like that. But I mean, right now, the volumes come in. Look at this. The volumes come into these names and it's like, nah, upside. I mean, when NVIDIA broke 450 and I took this trade and we actually took it, I think, were these guys still on the air? Yeah, they were still on, they were still on the air. We talked about taking it and then Obi or whatever looked over and where's the price target? I go 455 and I kind of was like, ha ha ha, 455, that's hilarious. But look at this, man, coming right back in upside. 456.50 was the take there. To the upside. So now it's coming back in, right back into here, trying to get that reload. We've watched it hit the 50 period before, so, you know, on this move back up, but not since we really got going through 450. So I feel like we want to watch that. You're hitting the teal right here, just bouncing off that. And that's a 21 period. Of course, it's purple on my screen, but that's 455 and change coming through. Yeah, I mean, this is probably a good out, 454.50. I mean, that's 454. You want to take $4? I mean, I'm going to hit this again because I love this. Good up to Fabian for that, man. But I'm wondering if we need multiple dollar club graphics going on right now. What a great day of trade it's been again here today. Coinbase is, geez, man. Wow. Jesus Cristo right now as we go for Coinbase. Jesus Cristo right now. This is upside as this keeps on going. Shout out to my friend over there at Baseball Zone in Mississauga who taught me that. My Puerto Rican friend. Look, wow. 104.50 upside.
Oh, there's an offer. Does that get taken? 104.47. We got 500 lots. Let's see if they take that. If they take that offer, I mean, this thing's going to 110. I don't know. If not, then maybe we're stopping out of this one. But yeah, there he is, 104.47. Let's see if it gets above 104.47. I think that we're going to really blast off through 105 here. Trying not to take any profit. I did take a couple little pieces out there. I don't know what to think. This is wild action on Coinbase.
Like NVIDIA's back to back up to those highs again,
man. Oh my
man.
God.
This is absolutely insane. Look, I'd love to give you guys more trades, honestly, but like I'm not, like the way that this net is just climbing right now and what's happening here today has been absolute insanity. You never know. You know, I'm going to keep doing the same stuff here over and over again, and it's just like something very, very simple, man. And it just goes like this. Day trading continues to fuel my passion. Truly grateful for the opportunities that it brings. I'm not like, that is just, I love coming. I said that this morning, man. I went on like a 30-second, everyone was like, oh, get back to trading. But okay, get back to trading. You know how many fills I have today? Over 100 fills today. But the purpose of trading to me is we're doing this as a job, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that do it casually, and that's great. There's a lot of opportunities to day trade. I think that's what really drives day trading and drives this opportunity is the fact that there is so much opportunity, and you could trade on your phone while you're at work, definitely watch Trader TV Live while you're at work. I think we could do that. If you're getting in trouble from your boss, just send them my email or tell them to tweet at me. I'll figure this out. But it just gives a lot of opportunity to sort of control your own destiny. I mean, Obi talked about it, that most businesses fail, and so do a lot of traders fail, right? But once you can figure out sort of that magic recipe and that secret sauce, as we're talking here, it's just everything is climbing, Max. Like, all this continues to go up. NVIDIA now a smooth $6.
Oh my God, 105.
What? That's why, okay.
105. What do? You just sit and you watch. I got to stop taking profits. Somebody tape my hands to the
Neil
desk.
on that rocky ass beach right now. I mean, it's just like he's enjoying himself for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to take this time off. Someone said in the chat they like what Neil's on because he's short everything. I mean, that.
I don't think he would be short
probably. He would have tried the short. We all did.
I
did.
But
I think there are retracement trades. We've taken them before. But I'm not going to sit here and say someone would be long or would be short. I mean, that's crazy. Everybody has their own style, and I think that the momentum, a lot of us would have been in here too. So shout out, man. And I like I said, I'm only here tomorrow, then taking a few days off. So I'm going to be missing all this next week as well, back in. I have actually, it's really cool. Honda reached out and they sponsored some dirt bike lessons and everything for the whole family.
Wow.
So we're going to be heading out to that on Tuesday, which should be really cool. And then my brother-in-law rented a place up in Peterborough, so we're going to go check that out for a couple of days. And finally, I talked about this earlier, going to get some swings in there on the course on Monday morning. And then Tuesday we have the Honda thing, and then after that, man, we're right back in. But my mind's going to be on stocks anyways. But that's great. And spend as much time as you can with your family, when that time hits, right? We take off the summer because that's been quiet periods, right? Yeah. But I do want to say shout out. We had our largest viewership yesterday in the last couple of weeks. So thanks a lot, Max, for helping us achieve that as well.
Thanks, Carvana, probably, for that.
Yeah, it was CPI day.
Oh, CPI too.
But
oh
also
my God,
Carvana.
105 just taken out.
All right, what are we going to do?
There's our 500 lots there, 105.27. Let's see if this guy gets filled. He pulled his order. He wants to get filled higher. I mean, I wonder if that's someone who's long is just like, all right, time to exit this one. This is an insane move. Or if somebody's trying to get short, and if that's the case, maybe they get blown out here. But I don't know. No more offers on Coinbase. Let's see if this order gets filled.
All right.
I don't know. I'm just glad that I have longs already.
We just need new hosts. I mean, because we have nothing to say right now. Max, you and I, 1 and 2. One and two, we like that. Let's see if we can't keep that going here into the close. We're really excited about this trading, and the reason why we say that is I want to also give hope to a lot of traders out there that have struggled. It takes a long time to do this. This is your how long here, with Day Trade the World?
About a year and a half.
About a year and a half. So there you go, right? So it does take a lot, and you're making better decisions, more profit now than you see.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about, and that's why I'm saying things like that. Despite years and years of Neil, myself, everybody here, 1 year. Max, following some of his own rules, obviously listening to Brankos, Greg, guys in the back, listening to fellow traders all around, even traders that are no longer with us, right? Shout out to Ian. I know he was a good friend of yours, probably still is. Luca, same way. A lot of these traders that have been with us and sitting in these exact same seats, all with very similar, opportunities and very similar trading styles. But you learn different things from different people all the time. And to me, that's what it is. And that's why I say thank you, Max, for coming here, because honestly, the Dollar Club, honestly, man, since you've been sitting here, the Dollar Club has been extended to many new members, including Coin, NVIDIA, Shopify, and the rest of them. This 104, we just took out 105. Was that the back end?
Well, that's where
that's what we talked about, right?
That offer was up there, 105.20, I think.
Did you see a big offer there?
Yeah, 500 lots. I think it's that offer that was at 104.47 or whatever it was at before, or 103.47. Man, I don't
might
remember.
just get out at 105.
I don't even know.
Did you get any out up there?
I got a little bit out just under 105, 105,
right.
104.75. I don't know. I'm trying to hold the rest of this for whatever may come on this Coinbase. Just every dip gets bought up, but yeah, I mean 105 key price. Maybe it rolls around off of off of there and comes back into 102. I don't know. I mean, there's no way to lose on this last piece unless
You're still on me though.
I don't know. There's some kind of rug pull or something. But
Were you on
yeah,
me this
we'll
whole
see.
time?
yes.
No. Okay. Yes.
I don't
sorry
know.
about that. All right, let's go to Brendan quickly.
Names, guys, CNBC reporting that this actors strike is going to go ahead, shutting down Hollywood entirely. So just keep my eye on Netflix, Warner Brothers, those types of stocks. But get ready for an actors strike.
Actor strike now? Oh man. Okay, Disney. Oh man, like they can't even get their writers going, and now you got this possible actor strike coming through right now. Yeah, we are going to have a little bit of a problem now moving to the downside right here. So watch out for Disney. I don't know what this means for Netflix or anything like that, but maybe when there's blood in the street, you start to buy, right? I mean, if you're starting to hold up a little bit here on Netflix, Netflix did kind of buying their content, not really creating their own as much as some of these other places, but I could see a Time Warner, things like that really starting to get going here. So let's just be very, very careful with how we watch out for this. All right, honestly, I don't know where to get out. Coinbase just went to 105 again, up to that 105.20 literally, and stopped again. Maybe that's the key there, Max. We're still blowing out levels, man, up 22% for Coinbase today. Holy jeez.
Do you
And
take like a
Shopify,
high
$3.
day break here off of this 105.20? Like, I mean, if it's going to short squeeze like this, I don't know, whatever. I'm just going to sit here and not do anything with this position because the more I think of it, the worse the ideas probably are going to become. That Nikola got to $2.25 today as well. Yeah, who thought that was coming? That one is a short flow too, 17% on Nikola. Yeah, I'm just glad that I have the longs that I have because watching this market go, there's definitely some FOMO that's going to be involved at these tops, and I feel like, eventually we do have to pull back here. The market's not just going to go up forever for the rest of the day. So got to be careful with some of these levels. Like buying NVIDIA at 457 is kind of crazy, I think. Buying Tesla, although that's kind of a nice consolidation there on Tesla at that 279 price. So 279 being key, that 280. 280 is the key price. Could you take a 279 breakout into this strong market and maybe you're adding on 280 or making a decision at 280? I'm not sure. That's not something that I'm going to do. High of day on Shopify as well. I think you just said 70.33 the high. Wish I was still in that one, but I'd probably be having some kind of aneurysm or something if I was long that many names at the same time. But yeah, Shopify 70.30 breakout actually seems kind of good to me. I don't know.
I'm laughing under my breath here because I don't Coinbase just took out the high again.
Oh, look at that.
Coinbase just took out 105.50.
$5 in the money on Coinbase.
Meta short if it doesn't hold VWAP. I mean, honestly, Kevin Johnson, great player, man. Great player for the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Johnson. We can look at Meta. I just don't know if we want to go short anything, to be completely honest with you at this point. I mean, the market's taking out days high. What's the ES at right now? We're not even talking about banks and they report tomorrow. The ES trying to take out, I mean, everything's blasting right now. Time to tighten up stops on Shop. I mean, wow, I cannot believe Shopify. I mean, I wish we had the whole story on board for this, but there's Shopify earlier. We started to really get the feels early today, man. We had a great trade in Google. That was $3 or $4. I mean, this Shopify trade is $3. And then all of a sudden, NVIDIA got real spicy. Look at this, hits going long here. And then it's like, hit list this as it just rips up to the top of this. So right now, I'm in the money 10x what I was down right now from there, right? So you got to be able to watch out for that. There goes NVIDIA straight to the upside. It doesn't take too much on this, and I also tweeted something out about being patient. Wait for that 450 break, right? We were buying it down here, hoping that this would get going to 450, but then as soon as 450 hit, we let it break, it came back down, and then we just ripped it higher, right? The same thing, exactly the same thing for Coinbase. That's what happened at $100, right? So here it is for Coinbase. We're back and forth here, just like, I even tweeted out, I have no idea what I'm doing with these ripping stocks. But there it is, it takes 100. Well, there's 100 right there. So we actually had the 100 break. But what I meant by that is we actually were...
Oh my God.
Did that just take to 109?
No, that was dark pool.
Oh, I'm not wearing today, not wearing the Apple Watch because I was going to check the heart rate. You go, what's up? You don't have an Apple Watch on. You own an Apple Watch?
Do I want an Apple Watch?
Huh? Do you own one?
No, I don't own one.
Buy one.
I don't really
Spend
like
that
the
money.
idea of the Apple Watch. I don't know.
But Coinbase, you have to buy yourself a damn app. Coinbase 107.
I might throw some money into Coinbase after this one, like
No.
$7 in the money.
No.
I don't know. Start gambling on some of those shit coins for a little while.
Altcoins.
No. I don't like altcoins. I like the even worse ones.
You like the S term?
Oh yeah. No.
What are you trying to say about Luna?
I'm invested. My friends got me into coins that are like, $100,000 market cap.
Well, yeah, because you're trying to do this.
I'm trying to go to the moon, yeah. But apparently, I just had to buy Coinbase itself, and
well, imagine you stuck up Coinbase if you bought at the IPO, you'd be long at 350.
Right IPO price today, maybe that could happen. I guess if we halt it up, maybe.
But it's not safe for shorters. If you are a gremlin, you want to be a long
oh my God,
looking
108.
gremlin right now. My dumbass got out at 107.50. So I saw this wick here happen. Obviously, it just happened on our platform probably. Did it? Oh yeah, that's right. I asked you. It did not go upside every. Yeah. Okay. No, it did.
I mean, yeah.
No, bro, it did go there. Somebody on e-signal has it.
I was watching the tape though. It didn't
You didn't
really
see it tape teleportation.
I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible, but I feel like that was dark pool. But yeah, the squeeze is on. Why did I just take more off? What am I doing? This is going to the moon. Oh my God. There's a 1,000 lot bid at 108.10. People are stuck on Coinbase right now. That's 1,000 lots buying high of day. Somebody is so offside on this stock that they are buying high of day with 100,000 shares. That's
just Kathy Wood
absolutely
getting
insane.
Longer. And you see that took one print to fill that.
Oh yeah. People are looking for those for that print there.
And Kathy just got lit up.
Maybe that's the spot where we get out of this one.
I'm out.
Yeah, all right, that's enough for me. Done with Coinbase. What a trade.
All right, Max.
$7.50.
Double screen.
Oh, yeah. Coinbase absolutely paying
the
boys today. Wow.
Let's go. Man, what a great day this has been, man. 327. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. The party is unfortunately not just getting started. I mean, this has been started up for a while, man. Start me up. Well, we've already talked about the Rolling Stones with you. Okay, huge move to the upside, still going, man. NVIDIA, we ain't getting out of that one. Like Coinbase, I feel like, obviously Coinbase is a squeeze. We talked about that, 23, 24% going to the other side of it, right? But yes, finally, we may have picked an out that's going to look okay when we come back in. Do you know how bad I was going to point to with my finger on the screen, or like, good thing I got back in when that broke.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would have felt really, really bad getting stopped out there and then not getting back in. Oh my God.
That would have been painful for me, that is for sure. But yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. We ain't feeling no pain in this one. No pain, no gain is what they say, and we're getting some gains right now on this stock market, and there it goes. I'll tweet that out that we got out of Coinbase, because probably some people wondering about that trade exactly, but there it is. It's a nice out for us there on Coinbase. Let's just see where we go from here now. Google's back 50 cents in the money. We were looking for some kind of a short. Looks like Google might have, Google's been the short for us today. We shorted it. Oh, you can't see because it's from back here. There's the long that we had on Google. So that was really, really easy, only because it came down to our price, filled us, and then just ripped up. We had to hold this about like maybe 30 cents. No, not even. What am I talking about? We got the bottom of the day. The bottom of the day is 120.40. We're long at 120.50 right there. Nice upside move. Just continued to go. And then once it got up to 125, so that's my out right there. I know it's purple. I wish it wasn't. The problem is I had a 125 offer. So when I got out, it was like, okay, that's your sell. Then that's your short sell. That will get coded back as a sell after market. And then there's the real sell at 124.80. So now that's coming back down. So that looks like that's going to be a good winner for us on the end of that one. And then Shopify, we posted this. This was the sticky note banger here from 9 o'clock. We posted this earlier. And again, if you want to follow me, if not, it's all good. But here it is right there. There's Google Trade that we talked about. Here's Shopify. So notice the time on this. It doesn't even, I don't know if it shows it. I think I have to click on it to show the time. But this was 9 o'clock. When we were talking about Shopify and we were talking about breakouts, and I said, look at this. There's that 67.50. We were down here. We're at 67 bucks. I thought that break, we really liked Shopify. This is on a daily. So, it goes back about a month or so, that 67.50. And then all of a sudden it broke. And then, we took that. So what I said and not every day stocks are going to go up and just continue to go up. But what I sort of said to Max was, being able to hold. Like there's the print right there, 67.50. So we do have an out at 70. That's my best out right there, 70.15. We just were at the high of the day again for Shopify, but like too many outs up there. But again, in the first couple minutes, we're hosting the show and trying to make a little bit of bread for ourselves as well. So when that goes up to the upside, definitely taking a little bit too much out there. 68.50, that's 69, and then up here 69.50, and then there's that 70.50. So it's still $3. It's a great trade, but now it's starting to fall back a little bit. I feel like we do want to take a piece out, so let's trust the teal on this. There's 70.20 as the high. There's 70.20 resistance. So 70.15 coming through for Shopify. Cancel my other stop, which I canceled that a long time ago. It's not even close. So let's put this out right now. $70. What did I say? It's still on my chart. 70.14. Okay, a little bit of a breakthrough. 15 there. Probably happens pretty quickly. Boom. There's the stop for that one. Coinbase out. Let's recheck that. Okay, that was good. So we did some money on that one. So that was a good one. And
another one.
So props up for that as that comes out. Now we got to work on where our out's going to be for NVIDIA. Wow. Yeah. No. Refusing to get out on NVIDIA.
I bailed out of that Amazon position and ended up getting short Tesla, which I am about to stop out of actually. Failed that 279, so I got into it, got 70 cents originally, but I don't know, if we take out that high 279.20, then I'll bail out of this one. But if I wanted something for the market to turn around a little bit because we have gone so far so fast, I figured Tesla could be the one. We'll see here if this one works. I'll set this up. 279.2. And yeah, get out if it goes up another 20 cents. If not, I'm going to be looking for 278 to break, and then see if we can get 276, 277, let's say. Not going to go all the way to 276, I don't think. And I'm totally expecting to get stopped out, but I got 40% out for average profit of 50 cents there. So decent little trade there. Going to win on it, but not by much. Maybe should have just shorted Coinbase on the fill of that 108.10 bid there. That's something that you can use to get out of a position. Is you see these unusual orders come in your favor and they get filled. That's a reason to get out of the trade. You're this far in the money already, and someone's getting filled up there when that order should normally kind of make the stock blast off. It makes sense to get out there. So a good lesson there, but a good short too. And Coinbase is free shorts if I am correct. Maybe it's not, but yeah, you could have just punched short on that. You're risking this 108.35 at the top, and that gives you $2 there on the short. Would have been pretty good there.
We may get taken out of a firm in a couple seconds. We're just going to get out if it breaks 1760. We're going to look out for that as an out here at some point for a firm. So it looks like it's going to do that rate now, a couple pennies lower. We'll see if it trickles us out. We'll get punched out of that one. And there's 1765. We're gonna, we've seen a high there. Bad. Okay, we just got taken out right there as it just flushes through 58. So that's good, man. We are not putting it into the gates of hell, but it is starting to make it move down. And you're like, wait a minute, I don't see any ticks on a firm. Where is this guy long? How about right here? Break of 17. Nice upside move, and this sucks because we didn't take that 18, Phil. That's okay. You're not going to have the tops on everything today, but that's okay. So we just miss it out there. So again, that top is a 40-cent miss. So not great, but still okay. We will take that. Good thing we did not get out of NVIDIA, man. This name is just like continues to move higher and higher and higher. But we've still got more work to do here today. So let's not be too afraid of what we're doing, and let's just continue to go. All right, so that's NVIDIA. Google pull back down in. What else do we want to look at here? Let's check out Apple. Again, my favorite name to maybe go long, just because, again, we do have that rebalancing coming, so there is some interesting sort of things about Coinbase, about Apple there that we could watch out for. So what I was saying about, I really like to go long Apple, but I'm thinking because of these rebalances, whenever we're thinking the market's going to turn, probably a good idea to maybe be a little bit invested in whatever Apple's thinking about doing. So whoops. So there's Apple, nice downside move here today. See what the market's up, and Apple's only up 0.54. So not a great day for Apple. Apple comes right back into those highs and then gets faded out. So let's just try to sharpen our knives a little bit on Apple, because that's going to be the trade for us, especially if it does break back down below. VWAP is all the way at 190.50, but coming into, Brendan just gave us the imbalance there. It's 344 to sell coming today. So, we do have possible weakness coming through in the imbalance. 456. All right, so my last NVIDIA stop was obviously 450. I just saw that right there. So right here, if NVIDIA does fall down, we're going to be respecting that all the way. So let's just do that again. 456 coming through, hopefully, for NVIDIA, and then we'll be able to get an order out if that does crack at some point. So yeah, man, all good right now as we continue to watch this trade try to work out for us. So far, NVIDIA making that move to the top side. I don't have too many more ideas. We got out of a firm right now, and I'll do my best to try to find some more for everybody.
Yeah, we got a super chat, Sean.
Oh, good.
From
we got some gifts I saw.
there's gifts. There's a super chat from Bernard.
What's up, Bernard? What's he saying?
Saying, been watching Trader TV Live for almost 2 months now. Awake till 4 a.m. on weekdays. Where would you have to be awake till 4? I guess you're in Europe somewhere. Kudos to Sean's energy and Max's long calls. Thanks, guys. Thanks to you for watching.
Yes.
Yeah, what else is going on? I added to Tesla, but I think it was probably a bad idea. Looks like that one's going to stop me out. Shopify went to the high. The market looked like it was going to break down for a second there, but I guess not. Just decides to rebid.
Valid.
Actually, it looks like Tesla wants to roll over from that 279. I don't know, whatever. We'll get stopped out if we get stopped out. Is what it is. A lot of names going to the highs, though. Amazon going to the high. I got out of that. That was a bad idea. I get out on this little turnaround here, thinking that's a lower high, and it goes right back up to that 134.50. So maybe 135 in play for the breakout tomorrow on Amazon. And then that Shopify high of daybreak, kind of working out, I guess. Didn't go as far as I figured it might, but I didn't take the trade, luckily. Yeah, where is it? That 34. So it dips down, kind of just holding the teal, going through that 70.50, maybe a decent, I don't know. I'm not going to take a breakout right now. But yeah, I mean, if you're long Shopify, you're holding for that 71 and then 72.50 being the next stop, I believe, after that. Stopped out of Tesla there. I said it would be crazy to go long NVIDIA at 457, and that was the cleanest break of the day, probably. Goes right through 457, doesn't look back, and you're trading at 458.70 already. So yeah, NVIDIA does not stop. The trend is your friend on this one, holding the teal all day long. If I just didn't play breakouts and trusted the teal on this NVIDIA today, I could be sitting in that 450 long with you right now, but I ain't.
Oh, man.
Oh, and Microsoft took out
We took
343.
$9 or $10 yesterday on NVIDIA, and then we're doing it again today. Like, this has just been an absolutely insane day. Thank you. I mean, I know the gift shows up on our screen, but for LTAZ, thank you so much. 5 free memberships. I hope someone, well, gifted memberships. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys can get in there and buy that as well. Was that me getting out of shop? No. Am I out of shop? No, man. Still, no, I did not get out of shop. What's up, Super SPAC, man? I mean, here it is again, man. Another $10 winner on. Like, I don't even know what is going on in this market other than NVIDIA just remains hot fire and still upside moves on this name. Again, if you're not in AI, imagine having to justify to your clients that you don't have any NVIDIA shares. You know, it's absolutely insane to think that that would be true. But, I mean, it just keeps on marching here higher and higher and higher. Check back in on Coinbases. I know that's, there it goes, right back to the highs again. I think we did good to get out though, Max, so I'm not really too worried about that. And the disappointing stock of the day for me as a shareholder is going to be Palantir. I mean, I thought this name had a great opportunity to go as well, so it could have been there. $10 club, yeah. I mean, we could have a $10 club, but the $10 club is probably never going to get spun. Like, it's one of those things where, I mean, I'm glad to be in it, for sure, but we just created the dollar club, so give me some time here with everything. Thank you for the super chat on that one as well. But okay, yeah, Palantir, a little disappointing because it's not really going. Let's check out DKNG here to see if that's going up. 31.30 is a nice price for DraftKings. Wow, that got to 31.70 today, another 3%, as some of these names just continue to march higher right now. So yeah, out of control is, yeah, someone said it was that me getting into Shopify. No, but there's 70.50 again. I don't know if that's what you meant. That's back up to the day's high. All right, I put the stop order. We did it live, 70.15, but now your rate upside, let's go 70.30, okay? So let's cancel our stop. And again, you know, Max and I have to be flat at the end of every day. So I'm gonna put in 70.29 flat on that. There's the $3 club right there for that trade. So all is good. We're trading pretty well today. And I'm just glad that everybody's with us and able to enjoy the show as well. But then I look over at the like button and I say to myself, huh? Like, what's up with that, man? I got the Lambo guy beside me right now. We're putting on, this is only an NVIDIA's, anyways, maybe people are short and they're getting blown out. But if you're making money today, go over and hit that like button, right? Let's get that going. We want to get some more likes into the show. We're putting in a lot of effort every single day for this. Even Max was saying that it is tough to be on the show and able to execute trades maybe as fast as you want to, but we're here, we're on the show every single day. Every time the market's open, we're here right now. So there it is right now. Yo, long this. Yo, shout out to long this right now.
Wow.
Bang. A 50K day.
Congrats on that one.
50K dang day. So let's go, man. Just make sure a lot of that doesn't fall out of there. If you need anybody to hold your money or a security guard or anything like that, I mean, I can be here for you. What's up, long this,
That's
man?
huge.
What did you put your money on today, long this? If you want to talk about your trade, more than welcome. I'll go over it. Maybe you super chat $1 or something like that with your trade, and I'd love to discuss that with our floor here or with the traders here as well. There it is. Beer money, man. Beer money. Yeah, we'll have a beer. Me and Max will pop a beer. You want to have a drink at the close tomorrow?
Obviously.
Obviously. Okay, so there you go. Thank you so much to long this. We will be. Max just looks at me like I was insane asking that question right there. So yeah, we'll pop some. I'll go out to the LCBO tomorrow afternoon. We'll grab a 6-pack and have some fun there. So yeah, thank you so much, long this. And then if anyone wants to send some pineapple pizza, all right, nice day, man. 39K day on XRP, says somebody as well. The thing about XRP is, I'm assuming long this has taken profits. And if you guys have had that much money as XRP today, let me just go over to see what XRP is doing. Bears versus Bulls, if you say anything from long this about what his trade was, you tell me, because I can't follow the chat right now. But look at XRP today. 77%, 76% up on XRP. So yeah, man, I guess if you had 40 grand in it, then you would have made close to 40 grand today. So congratulations on one move there on Ripple. Wow. to have been following Ripple, to have heard that announcement came through, that they are not a stock. Huge move up there for XRP and probably not stopping for a bit. So, wow. Wow.
What a day in the markets.
Wow. I mean, I'm still holding 20% of my net with the positions that I still have. So I don't know if that tells anybody anything, but we're still doing some damage on this market, Max. What do you want to do? Nicola is at $2?
Yeah, man, $2.25 it topped out at today. We were talking about this thing at $1.
What is going on, dude? Okay, we haven't looked at this yet. Camber Energy. Let's not. Remember yesterday we talked about Camber, that it was breaking through $1?
I did check it this morning.
Oh,
and
you
it was
did? You
kind
already
of
looked.
muted, but
Okay, let's
that was
look again.
before the open, so I have no idea where this is right now.
Let's look again. I have no idea either. I always think that once you break above $1 before we look at this, that you always go long, you stay long until it breaks that dollar again.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was 105, I think, when we looked at it yesterday, 84 cents. So the other way around today on Camber Energy. So there it is. If you got long above $1, as long as you had the opportunity to get out this morning, then I think you're okay on this trade. So here's the morning. Yeah, so it was still above $1. The minute it breaks that dollar, honestly, it goes back and forth a little bit, but that's kind of your out signal. Whether or not you get out $1 or that bottom of 96.97, I hope you're not hurt on that. Max, myself, and everybody on the show will always preach risk management. We're not going to be those people that are just going to be like, and this is not shade to shows or whatever that's always talking about getting your money in, buy more on dips, things like that. We're day traders here, and if you want to hold something forever, you can do that, but we're flat at the end of every day, and I will continue to preach risk management, and we also will continue to preach taking $10 winners. Like this number is going to come out. Ooh, it's getting smaller, man. Thank you so much, Francis De La Cruz. Wow, De La Cruz on Cincinnati is a hot fire. But there it is right there. Thank you, Francis. You guys are the shiznits. Thank you so much. Love from Philly. What's up, Joel Embiid? Love to Philly. Fly, Eagles, fly. And if you guys know where that's from?
Nope.
No, it's Philadelphia Eagles. It's like their little slogan there. But there it is, man. Nice upside here. Yeah, okay. You said it, not me. It's the Zach Morris days all again, and you can look up what happened with that. But there you go, man. Yeah, Fly, Eagles, Fly. It is the Eagles fight song. So there you go. Just trying to show my diversification here as well. And if there's any sort of sports broadcasting gigs I can do in the evening, I'd like to do that as well. I feel like that would be hot fire. Me and my guy Neil, they're all over that. As it goes. Shout out to Buck Martinez and everybody there doing the good work here for the Blue Jays and whatnot. So, all right, downside move, man, in the market. I don't know. NVIDIA, I'm just going to honestly, 458, I'm going to get out if this breaks back down below 458. I'm going to take $8 heading into this imbalance. I don't even care. If the market rips, great. The market tanks, great. We're taking $8 on this, so let's go, man. This is going to be a big one for us today. It already is. So let's just make sure we take some profit on all of this. We took out Coinbase. Couldn't be happier with that out, to be honest with you. That was a good one. And there it is right now coming through to the downside. So I'm just going to set up my NVIDIA stop. Wow. It is Moon City here again, man, Max. So I don't know, dude. This stock is still going. Maybe the stop is not right on this, man. Maybe we don't have to get a stop at all. This stock just continues to make moves higher here, Max. You like a stop on NVIDIA? Wow, 460 right in front of my damn face right now. There it is. There it is. That's the $10 club. NVIDIA, 460. Man, long this. Crazy super chat.
I'm now short NVIDIA at 459.90 something.
Good call.
Back through that 460.
I'm out.
Just trying to get $1 on this trade right now. I think we can retrace quite a bit. That's a key level that just failed.
That's
so
$10.
we'll see if we get a little retracement here. This is looking pretty good for this short on our friend NVIDIA. The show takes it. Wins both ways on this name, it looks like. Maybe we get down to 458, trust the teal. That is where, well, that's not quite where that is. Going to take 25% out there and then let this ride. Let's go, NVIDIA. All right. All right. You get out, I get short.
I like it. I love it, Max.
That's courtesy. That's courtesy. You know,
I love it,
I
Max.
wait for you to get out before I short it.
That's very, Max, you are a very, very kind gentleman, and thank you so much for waiting till I get out. I mean, would you short it with a couple million shares?
Yeah,
Here it
just a
goes
couple
right back
million.
up to the upside again, but that finishes our trade on that, and we'll just ring the register on that one and just go, hey man, everybody,
Oh my God.
and also do this.
Hola, like and subscribe today.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get going on that. We do only have, I will talk about your trade in a minute long this. I can do it right now. I do see a super chat. I do want to cover, I'm just going to show this to everybody. Oh, he's an options trader. Okay, so NVIDIA, Tesla, multiple days, cash it all out today. Great job, man. Listen to us to avoid being lonely. Thank you, Longness, and thank you for your kind words about the show before. And again, thank you for the $120 super chat. That is fantastic. And we'll use that money to good use for sure over the next couple days. And we'll, like I said, we'll do that. We'll get that tomorrow. If anybody super chats like that, I'll try to go out during lunch, pick up that. He wants us to have a drink on him. So Max looked at me like I was speaking Spanish there when I asked him if he wanted to help that out to tomorrow. So we'll be doing that coming in again. Only position we have on is Google right now as we get out of everything, man. Good short there on NVIDIA. All right, just quickly, stick with me. I will go over to Max. You're still short NVIDIA. Any covers yet?
Yeah, I've covered 60%. So
Okay, out of 60%.
looking for 458 for the remainder. The 50 period is down at 457. I feel like, you know, this is
We want to switch over there. Who's switching now? All right, no problem.
This can be that move where, you know, you break a key level and then it doesn't continue and everybody's long and making so much money all
Watch
day.
out, imbalances just came out.
And then it goes back down. Imbalances are out. So yeah, I'll be sure to stop out of this if this
Intel
gets back
Intel
up.
big buy. We can come over here if you want. Fabian, thank you so much. There's not much on here actually. I don't think this is going to be a very big number from Brendo when he gets it because it's Intel with a buy. It's TLT. We always talk about that. The Treasury, Visa with a buy, Marvell, AMD with a buy. Yeah, it's kind of like not doing too much here. So yeah, I'm not overly excited. Let's be honest with that. Yeah, we are now out of our trade. We'll go back over Coinbase 107, still there. Good day for that one. Good short for you, Max, as well, as that's still bouncing off 460. So yeah, not much happening there on that one. Maybe we can go to Max's screen now just to show his trade because I don't know if we got that involved, but there it is right there.
Yeah, I got some covers here on this short. This is meant to be a scalp. This isn't like, I mean, there's only 9 minutes left in the day, but you know, sometimes they go and break a key level and then give up a decent amount of the day because people are now covering their longs that they've been in all day. So I'm looking for this 458.80 to break and then see what happens after that. We had this little spike up to, what was that price? 459.60, so we break that. I'll bail out of the rest. I got 70% out, got 30% on for the dream, whatever that might be. Yeah, Tesla, I guess I had the idea there, just not the price. 279.45 the high. So I stop out, does a little volume, and then crashes down. That's exactly the move that I was looking for. But you know, if you're in too early, you got to be on the right side of the V, as Obi always says. On these moves, can't be predicting too much. Participate, don't anticipate. All of that. That was that's a Greg slogan, by the way. That's not an Ian slogan. So you know, I know Greg was angry that Prad was telling the chat that was an Ian thing, but that is a Greg thing. So maybe you'll hear that from him on or tomorrow after hours.
I heard Greg just say thank you for that one there. So yeah, great opportunities today throughout this whole market. Thank you so much to everybody, man. SoFi won, Morgan Stanley lost. Was there?
I guess SoFi went up today.
Oh, maybe that was just that guy's trades. Let me see. SoFi, was there something that we should know about SoFi v Morgan Stanley that I don't know about?
Morgan Stanley downgraded them today.
Oh, Morgan Stanley downgraded them. Good call, Max. Okay, good. Okay, so that's what that meant. Right now, okay, well, if Morgan Stanley downgraded them, I think that they won. They're down today on that, but I guess, yeah, upside there. We talked about SoFi. I mean, I still like the stock. It's just where it's come from, right? I mean, right now, you got to always trade, and that's the #1 tip of all time for me anyways, is trade the active names, right? You got to trade the names that are moving around or else you're not going to find any volume. And there it is right there to close out our trade also on Shopify for the $3. That's that 60-cent 750. We're now out. We're out of everything. I only hold this Google and we just wait for it. As it's 353 right now. Me and Max have to be have to be out at the end of every single day. So, wow, what a week you're having too, G Trader. G Trader, right there, good, man. I'm glad for that. We're having a great week over here as well. And every week is a great week, regardless of your P&L, but it is always nice when you are able to celebrate that. Yeah, okay, more, I get it. Yeah, Max talked about that there. So thank you for that, Tony. And there it is right there. What's up to 4L Taz. Thank you again for the gift 5 gifted memberships as we go. I'm going to check the stream, and if it's not 1,000 likes, Max, you have tomorrow off, okay? So, 1.1K. Ooh, okay. Right now, nice amount of likes, man. Probably the most we've had. And it's been a pretty active, well, we've had more than that, but it's been a pretty active closing show. So, thank everybody for coming through again here today. As we get ready for tomorrow, any thoughts on stock for tomorrow? I still think Shopify is pretty strong above that 70.
Yeah, I like that 70.50 on Shopify. I mean, Coinbase, if we're going to continue this and break 112, there's like the levels that we can get to on that stock are insane. And, everybody's favorite Carvana, we got $40 there.
You love Carvana.
Of course. And NVIDIA just stopped me out. We get a new high, or not quite new high of day, but NVIDIA goes back above that 460 price. So where's NVIDIA going to go? Literally infinity is the target on this one. There's no resistance at all left. We are at all-time highs again on NVIDIA. I don't know. I mean, and then Amazon too. We didn't get a good move intraday out of Amazon, but we are breaking fairly long-term resistance today above that 130-150 that we've been resisting below for so long. I'm sure Obi's been talking about it on the midday show every day. Like, there's some levels that we can get to on Amazon tomorrow too. So lots of these names are giving.
Yeah, are giving some opportunities.
Yeah, giving opportunities for tomorrow.
I mean, NVIDIA is going to be, wow, DJ Vision. I mean, I'm feeling you on some of these calls, man. He bought NVIDIA for $9 in 2007. So, wow. What an amazing opportunity that would have been to go turn the time back. People always talk about, like, oh, man, like, I wish I would have bought crypto, or I wish I would have done this or that. But let's just be real. All you had to really do was buy some of these tech names and have some sort of that visionary aspect, and that's what Kathy Wood, that's what she got a lot of her credit for, was buying names like Tesla and NVIDIA and heading into this. Let's just go to a monthly chart for NVIDIA, and you want to see what we're talking about. I'll have to figure out how to calculate where this would be and what percentages this would be up right now for NVIDIA. But if you bought this in 2007, man, I mean, you're down here. It doesn't even, like, this is ridiculous, the kind of move. $7 to $4.50, like, it's crazy, some of these things. Did NVIDIA, why can I not think about NVIDIA splitting? Didn't it split recently as well? Like, I don't know, man, these names.
I don't think so.
No, that's not one of the ones that did, eh? Right, there was PanW, Salesforce, a couple other names there trying to go through the splitting process. But yeah, man, great opportunities in the market, no matter which time frame you have. And if you get FOMO about that, don't, man. I mean, there's going to be other companies, there's going to be other days, other trades coming through as well. I mean, I didn't know that we were going to have this kind of a day. Yesterday, for example, Max, you were all over Beyond Meat. I don't think you had one trade on that today.
No.
I have Beyond Meat up right now. Look, nothing today, right? So that's what I'm talking about. You don't just think like, okay, this move is over, I missed it. What's the next one coming through? All this kind of stuff. We don't know what the next move is going to be. That's why you want to watch Trader TV Live every single day and make sure that you're on it with us. You're watching some of these plays. You have your own plays in mind, and then you can make money with us, right? So that's kind of the idea. We'll put on trades that we feel are responsible, and hopefully you're able to see that with us and able to take advantage of, quite frankly, the trades that we see, and hopefully you're able to do that as well as we get ready to rock and roll here into the close, and the market is exactly almost closed. So only 2.5 minutes now, Max. I'm still short Google, but I got to get out of that, so that's what I'm kind of trying to work on right now, getting some orders out and whatnot. So let's watch out for that. Here's Google. It's still in the money. We're short from up here, 128, falling down a little bit right now. Why not just take this opportunity to get out and get flat on GOGGLE? We'll put a bid right there, and then of course it hits 52 with vigor as soon as we do that. So now we're out of that, cleaning it out, Max. Again, big day here, big day for you, and just happy to be around everybody today again. And thanks for all the super chats. I hope if everybody put your ones or twos in the chat, make sure hit the like button if you're positive today. Everyone that's positive ones, everyone that's negative twos. Let's see what happens in the chat right now today. Tough if you're short for sure, but hopefully today people are able to make a little bit of money on both sides.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't easy early on if you were long either. This market just kind of blasted off in the middle of the day, and then some of those longs became pretty easy to just hang on to. Yeah, I mean, like what an opportunity at the end of the day here. I think Nvidia is probably the missed one for me today, not being able to find a way back into that long after that 450 broke. I mean, there's other levels that you could have taken here. This 445, 446 kind of held for quite some time down here. Could have taken the break out of that consolidation. You know, there's different ways that I could have gotten into this stock the way that I like to trade, and you know, just didn't find my way into this one at all. So this is actually my worst stock on the day, Nvidia, after losing that 450. And now we're trading at 460. So, you know, it's not always easy just because the stocks go up to make money on them. You got to structure those trades properly, for sure. Wow, Tesla's really giving it up off that 279.
Only 30 seconds right now. We could get Kat to ring the bell. I know it's been a big day. It'd be nice if she could do that. I know she's busy behind us. Thanks for all those ones right there. Wow, someone put 500 on the slots. Wow, okay. That's
one of those days.
Yeah, you're risky. Risky. Okay, here comes Kat. Good. All right, so only 20 seconds to go right now. Yeah, Ripple did explode. Everybody, welcome to Crypto Land. Right there, big ruling today for Ripple, so on and so forth. All right, we'll hit that countdown right now. There we go. Oh, business attire there. I like that today. Here we go, ready to rock and roll with only a couple more seconds left. It's Miss Cat on the bell. And one. All right, thank you, Miss Cat, for that one there. Yeah, a lot of action there in the chat with those ones and twos getting thrown up upside right now. Thank you to everybody for joining us today. I'm exhausted, man. That was a lot of words. I don't know what, we should have like a word count every day to see, and then I can see, okay, this is what I did today. But thanks again for such a big day in this market. Thank you to the market makers. Thank you to crypto. Thank you to Coinbase today. Thank you to people buying Nvidia today. What a fantastic one. Normally this is where I'm like, okay, are we positive? Are we negative? Let's go find out from Brendan. But don't mean to spoil it, but it was a pretty green day. Look, this is supposed to be market green. Oh, there it is. Okay, good. It's working today. So let's go see if that's right. Where did we finish up there, Brendo?
Big time is the answer. 1.73 there for the NASDAQ 100. Leads the way all day long. 1.58 for the composite, 1% for the Russell 3000, basically 1% across the board there for the Russell today. The Dow lags, as it has been when tech is strong, 0.85 for the S&P, guys.
All right. Wow, what a day. Thank you to Frank Caberna for coming through. Again, we'll have Michael Noss tomorrow. Yeah, just some great opportunities in this market. And we start off with banks tomorrow. So we'll see if they can throw a cold shower a little bit on the market. Banks really performing well. JP Morgan near that 150 marker, which is a high for them, recent high for sure. So we'll see if they can perform well. WFC, Citigroup and JP Morgan tomorrow. Yep. Hey, we didn't have that earnings board. We'll get that back and going for you guys pretty soon because the earnings are starting to fly through right now. Yeah, unfortunately, Brendan, people saying they don't want the show to end. Well, guess what? Oh, there it is right there. Okay, let's go. JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, and Citi. Hola, we got that one right. Oh my God, I can't believe we remembered all that right there. And what else is there? State Street again, so some regionals coming through. Shift Pixie, United Health. Okay, UNH been a little bit in trouble lately. We'll have to watch out for that. And of course, BlackRock. Isn't it BlackRock with Coinbase as well? So wow, lots of interesting things going to come through. NVIDIA, ho-hum, just hit 461 in the aftermarket. And I do want to check out Coinbase before we throw it over. And what I was, there's Coinbase. Okay, we had great outs there at 108. What I was going to get at, Brendan, is we do have the after show coming. There he is, right beside you. Yeah, it's Prad coming through. So thank you so much to everybody today.
I pointed at you though, which is kind of weird, but Prad is also.
Yeah, I know Prad's beside you. So there it is. We should actually have a quad. We should have a 4-box when this is
Seriously?
happening. No, not now. Not
right
now,
now,
Fabian,
don't
if
worry.
it's too much responsibility. We'll do it. This is how good our team is. It's like, you want quad box? All right, sir, we're on that immediately. But no, thank you, Fabian, for getting like that. But yeah, all right. You saw Brad in the midday. Let's go see his opinion on what this market was doing. Wow, crazy afternoon. Thank you so much for watching. For everybody here at Trader TV Live, thanks, Barry vs. Bulls. Thanks to everybody. Thanks, Long This. Thanks to anybody that super chatted today. We are thrilled with the performance of the market. We're thrilled with everybody watching. So thanks again for that. CPI, PPI out of the way. We're back tomorrow for bank earnings. Thanks to everybody. And let's throw it over to Prad. Ciao, guys.
Indeed, CPI, PPI is out of the way, and here comes the most wonderful season of the year. It's the earnings season. Thankfully, we got 4 of them every year so far, and this